So I'm going to show you a couple of ways to take long on CS2 Dust 2. Long is by far one of the most important positions in all of Counter-Strike because whoever holds this area of the map definitely has a significant advantage in the round. So let's go ahead and get started. So the most obvious piece of utility here is just flashing over long. Now, a lot of people will just kind of lazily throw these up like this, or sometimes they'll do a jump throw and throw them too deep. So in order to stay consistent, the best lineup for this is just to come into this corner and just jump throw at the bottom of the palm tree. Now, the other aspect of that is the timing of it, right? You don't want to throw it too early, and you certainly don't want to throw it too late. So right as the teammate with the best spawn, the person that you're flashing for, the second they cross these doors, that's when you want to throw it. So as you can see, that's going to full blind everyone running across. Now, the one thing that you've got to watch out for is if they're all the way up here in the pit, it's not going to full blind them. So what you want to do is as your teammates are getting out and once they're starting to fight pit, right after you throw this flash, you can immediately follow it up by throwing it at the very top of this arch like this. That's going to full blind all of pit and also not blind any of your teammates as they're running out. As you can see, no blind, and anyone in pit is going to fully eat it and they won't ever even see the flash coming. So right off spawn, if you want to smoke corner, you can just come right up to the edge of this half wall, find this little dark chip in the wall right here and do a simple jump throw. That is going to be a nice and deep corner smoke to allow your teammates to come out and not have to worry about this angle so that they're able to clear pit and these angles like this without having to worry about getting shot from car, right? The other thing that this does is it makes the car player either have to decide whether he wants to push up and help out his pit player by getting really close and isolating. So that way, if you have cat pressure, it makes this A site player very isolated, right? So it makes this guy make a decision whether he wants to focus on long or if he wants to focus on cat. And if you're doing a good job of splitting that up, it's very good because it's going to ensure that you have a little bit more of a favorable fight instead of this guy being on car and being able to support both positions at the exact same time. So if you have a good long spawn and your teammates aren't very good about flashing you out, you can actually flash yourself by just left clicking a flash at this little notch right here on the support beam, right as you go into the doors. The second you cross the doors, you just do a simple left click. I'll go ahead and show you what that ends up doing is it's going to pop right behind you just like this as you peek out long. It's going to blind anyone peeking from corner or pushing up. And of course, you're going to get out for free. So if you want to take long late, so, maybe if you didn't get the spawn for it, or hey, maybe you've just rotated off of B, whatever it may be, whatever your reason is, if the CTs have full long control, all you have to do is get right into the back of this car here where you can see all the way down the long doors. The first thing you want to do is just look up and find this little spot on the palm tree, this little lighter leaf on the palm tree, just left click right here at the top of it, and that is going to be a corner smoke. Right after you throw that, you can get a teammate up close ready to peek. You just left click a flash at the bottom of the support beam. That's going to land directly out right in front with absolutely no time to react for anyone in pit. I'll go ahead and show you how insane this is because generally if they have full long control, there's going to be a guy playing like a close angle like here on pit. There's no way he could ever look away from that. It's a perfect flash. Same for, maybe if this guy has crossed over and he's holding this angle like this, nothing he can do. He's full blind. So all you have to do is just get a teammate ready, make sure they know it's going to pop in their face so that they know to kind of peek it backwards. But I'm telling you, if they know how to peek this right, they can get out with an absolutely fierce flashbang because it's going to catch everything, especially if you smoke off corner. There's really nowhere, in the immediate exit of these doors that is not going to be full blinded by that. So if the CTs are throwing mollies that are a little bit deep like this, you can kind of mitigate that by early round. You can get stuck into this corner right here, find this center beam, and at the very bottom of it, do a simple jump throw. That's going to go all the way in here, and it's going to be a nice extinguish smoke that allows you to peek around the side of it and still peek long without, having too much smoke blocking your vision. And hey, if they're still throwing mollies that are landing, around in here like this, it's going to extinguish it and let you get out pretty much for free, and it might really catch them off guard. After a couple times, they're going to start adapting. They're going to throw these mollies a little bit shorter, but hey, it's still something worth mentioning. If you're noticing they're banking it off that back wall and they're a little deep, start throwing that, and maybe it'll get you a couple of little cheeky peeks. So yeah, hopefully all of this utility helps you get out long a little bit more effectively on CS2 Dust 2. I'm CSTactics. If you have any suggestions for me, please leave them down in the comments. I love making videos that you guys want to see.